From the distant lands of Africa to the tropical gardens of Southeast Asia, there are fruits that have existed for hundreds, even thousands of years, intertwined with the cultural stories and the very survival of humankind. The baobab fruit, the fruit of life from the giant baobab trees in Africa, was once a precious source of nutrition that sustained tribes through harsh, dry seasons. Pitanga, or the Brazilian cherry, is considered by the indigenous people of the Amazon to be a gift from the rainforest, serving both as food and as medicine. Durian seeds, a part that most people overlook, were once a rich source of energy for tropical inhabitants during long journeys. Longan, in its dried form, has found a place in traditional Eastern medicine as a remedy believed to calm the mind, nourish the heart, and enhance memory. And mangosteen, the queen of Southeast Asian fruits, is famous not only for its delicate sweetness, but also for its rare compounds that help protect nerve cells. What do they all have in common? It is not just their unique flavors or their rich histories, but also their ability to nourish and protect the brain, the control center of human memory, emotions, and creativity. Today, we are embarking on a fascinating journey, exploring the history, origins, and scientific secrets behind these 5 fruits, to understand why they are not only delicious, but also nature's own shield for memory and brain health. The baobab fruit comes from the baobab tree, a giant species native to Africa, with a lifespan of up to 3,000 years. Local people believe that when the gods planted the baobab, they accidentally placed it upside down, causing its roots to reach toward the sky and its branches to spread down to the earth. This peculiar appearance has made the tree a sacred symbol in many African cultures. The baobab grows mainly in the arid regions of Madagascar, Senegal, South Africa, and some parts of Australia. Thousands of years ago, baobab fruit was an essential food source that helped tribes survive the dry season when all other food became scarce. The baobab tree grows very slowly, yet it is incredibly resilient. It can store thousands of liters, or thousands of quarts, of water in its trunk, sustaining life through many months of drought. The baobab fruit is oval-shaped, with a hard, woody shell that encases naturally dry pulp and seeds. People in Africa harvest baobab fruit by climbing tall trunks and using long poles to pluck each fruit. Once the shell is removed, the white pulp is either ground into powder or soaked to make a refreshing drink. Baobab fruit is nicknamed a superfood thanks to its exceptional nutritional profile. Vitamin C, 6 times higher than oranges, boosting the immune system and providing powerful antioxidant effects. Fiber, twice as much as pears, supporting digestion and helping maintain stable blood sugar levels. Polyphenol antioxidants, protecting cells from damage, especially nerve cells. Minerals, rich in calcium, potassium, and magnesium, which help regulate blood pressure and support muscle function. For the brain, baobab fruit helps improve blood circulation to the brain, enhancing memory, reduce oxidative stress, a major cause of neurodegeneration, maintain steady energy levels, helping the brain function efficiently throughout the day. Today, baobab has gone beyond the borders of Africa, appearing in markets across Europe, the United States, and Asia in the form of nutritional powder, juice, and dietary supplements. While preparation methods may vary, the health benefits it offers remain as valuable as they were thousands of years ago. Pitanga, also known as the Brazilian cherry, is a small, star-shaped fruit with 8 ridges when ripe, glowing in bright red or golden orange. Despite carrying the name cherry, pitanga does not belong to the cherry family at all. It is actually a native species of South America, especially common in Brazil, Paraguay, and Uruguay. The story of pitanga goes back hundreds of years, to the time when the Tupi and Guarani tribes lived along the tropical rivers. They believed that the red color of pitanga symbolized life and the blood of Mother Earth, a gift from nature meant to protect human health. When the rainy season arrived, clusters of ripe pitanga dangled under lush green leaves. The children of the village would often climb up to pick the fruit and eat it on the spot, letting the tangy, sweet flavor spread across their mouths. Women would bring baskets of fruit home to press into juice, cook into syrup, or dry for storage during the dry season. The elders believed that drinking pitanga juice every morning could keep the mind clear and the memory long-lasting. That is why this fruit always had a place in village gatherings, harvest festivals, and even traditional healing rituals. Pitanga thrives in humid tropical climates, preferring sunlight and loose, well-drained soil. The tree grows to about 6.5 to 13 feet, or about 2 to 4 meters, and can bear fruit nearly year-round if conditions are favorable. When grown from seeds or cuttings, it usually takes 2 to 3 years before producing its first harvest. One fascinating trait of pitanga is its changing flavor. When it first ripens, the taste is sharply sour, but if left on the tree for just one more day, the sweetness increases significantly. For this reason, farmers must harvest at just the right moment to maintain a perfect balance of flavor. Health benefits of this fruit. Pitanga is rich in vitamin C, as well as beta-carotene and anthocyanins, powerful antioxidants that help protect brain cells from damage caused by free radicals. Key benefits include enhancing memory and focus by improving blood circulation to the brain, reducing neural inflammation, and helping prevent cognitive decline in older adults. Supporting healthy blood pressure and blood sugar levels, indirectly protecting brain function. In addition, essential oil extracted from pitanga leaves has long been used by locals as a massage remedy for easing headaches and relieving mental stress. Today, while pitanga has spread beyond South America and is cultivated in many tropical regions around the world, for the indigenous people, it remains a symbol of health and community connection. A tiny fruit carrying a long story of history and collective memory. If Africa's baobab fruit is compared to a water reservoir sustaining life through the dry season, then across the Atlantic Ocean, in the tropical forests of South America, there is another small yet vibrant fruit, carrying within it the story of life, memory, and the culture of its native people. They call it pitanga, the Brazilian cherry. Durian, the fruit so famous for its distinctive aroma that it has earned the title King of Fruits, has long been a symbol of Southeast Asia, especially in Malaysia, Indonesia, and Thailand. Yet behind its spiky shell and rich golden flesh lies another treasure that many people overlook: the durian seed. Hundreds of years ago, before electricity or modern preservation methods existed, rural communities made use of every part of the durian. After enjoying the flesh, they would boil or roast the seeds as a filling food source. For long journeys into the forest, durian seeds served as a lightweight, easy-to-cook source of starch that provided essential energy. During the peak of durian season, the air in rural markets is filled with its powerful fragrance. The sharp crack of a shell being split open echoes through the stalls as buyers carefully separate each segment and savor the rich, buttery flesh. The seeds, coated in a thin layer of sticky flesh, are washed clean and dropped straight into boiling water. In small kitchens, children gather around the fire, waiting for the seeds to soften so they can be eaten while still hot. Boiled durian seeds taste somewhat like boiled jackfruit seeds, but they are softer, more fragrant, and carry a subtle hint of durian flesh. For many poor families in the past, this was not only a snack, but also a small but meaningful meal during hard times. Durian seeds typically measure about 1.2 to 2.4 inches, which is about 3 to 6 centimeters in length. Oval in shape and yellow-brown in color, they sprout within 4 to 7 days when planted in moist soil. However, most people do not grow durians from seeds, as the trees often take 8 to 10 years to bear fruit. Still, in rural areas, it is common for people to dry or store seeds for planting in their gardens, both for shade and with the hope that one day the tree will produce fruit. Few people realize that durian seeds are rich in valuable nutrients. Complex carbohydrates, providing a steady source of energy for the body and brain. Dietary fiber, supporting digestion and helping maintain stable blood sugar levels, which is important for protecting nerve cells. Plant-based fats and minerals, helping the brain sustain activity for long periods and reducing mental fatigue. For brain health, durian seeds can provide long-lasting energy, preventing the blood sugar crashes that cause loss of focus. Supply minerals that support neurotransmission, helping thoughts flow more clearly. Today, while durian seeds are rarely found in commercial dishes, in many rural parts of Southeast Asia, they remain part of the culinary memory, a reminder of a way of life that valued frugality, resourcefulness, and appreciation for every gift nature has to offer. The longan tree, a sweet fruit-bearing tree, has existed for more than 2,000 years in the subtropical regions of Asia. In ancient China, agricultural records described this fruit as a treasure of nature. Legend has it that during the Tang dynasty, one of the emperor's concubines fell in love with the delicate sweetness of the longan. To please her, the emperor ordered thousands of trees to be planted around the palace and throughout the southern lands. However, the secret to creating longan, dried longan, did not come from the royal court, but from the hands of the common people. To combat winter scarcity, they devised a way to sun-dry or bake the fruit in clay ovens. the ivory white flesh would shrink and transform into glossy brown nuggets of dried longan, preserving their sweetness and nutrients for many months. Every year around the 7th month of the lunar calendar, northern Vietnamese villages are bathed in the golden glow of the longan harvest. Laughter mingles with the rhythmic sound of knives cutting through the skin as hands skillfully arrange the fruit flesh on bamboo trays for drying. The smoke from ovens drying the longan blends with its distinct sweetness, curling through thatched roofs and open verandas. For the people, dried longan is not just a snack. On the Tet holiday's 5-fruit tray, a bowl of dried longan is a wish for preserving sweetness within the family. In traditional medicine, it is considered a precious remedy, nourishing the blood and calming the mind, helping one stay mentally clear. To produce premium dried longan, the fruit must be harvested at peak ripeness, with thick flesh and small seeds. After peeling and removing the seeds, the flesh is sun-dried for 3 to 5 days, or dried at a precise temperature. The final product should have a warm amber color, a gentle fragrance, and a soft, chewy texture. Today, famous longan-growing regions such as Hung Yen, Hai Duong, and Son La combine modern technology with ancestral know-how, ensuring that dried longan retains its traditional flavor while being safer and more sustainable. Dried longan contains natural sugars, iron, potassium, and powerful antioxidants. For the brain, it provides iron to improve blood circulation, nourish nerve cells, and support memory. In folk tradition, a bowl of lotus seed sweet soup with dried longan is a calming treat, melting away fatigue after a long day. More than just food, dried longan is a piece of memory, the flavor of bright moonlit nights when the whole family gathers around a pot of tea, sharing stories from the past. Mangosteen, hailed as the queen of fruits, originates from the lush, dense tropical forests of the Malay archipelago and Indonesia, where it has been gathered and cherished by local communities for hundreds of years. Ancient Southeast Asian records tell that mangosteen was once regarded as a precious gift for kings and queens. Its royal purple skin, refined sweet tart flavor, and high nutritional value made it a symbol of elegance and power. In the 19th century, when Western colonists arrived in the region, they brought mangosteen back to Europe, praising it as a culinary wonder of the Orient. In Thailand, mangosteen is more than just a summer fruit. It is intertwined with traditional rituals. In certain regions, it is used in wedding ceremonies to symbolize faithfulness and lasting commitment. In Vietnam, mangosteen took root in the fertile lands of Lai Thieu, Binh Duong, more than a century ago. Locals recall that during harvest season, the entire neighborhood would come alive with activity, sharing the best fruits with one another as a gesture of good fortune. Beyond its captivating taste, mangosteen is also a nutritional treasure. In traditional medicine, it has been used to cool the body, aid digestion, and reduce inflammation. Modern science has confirmed that mangosteen contains high levels of xanthones, exceptionally powerful antioxidant compounds that help protect brain cells, reduce oxidative stress, and may have the potential to aid in the prevention of Alzheimer's disease. In fact, recent research shows that the xanthones in mangosteen are not only potent antioxidants, but can also shield neurons from degeneration. This helps minimize the damage caused by free radicals, one of the main culprits behind memory decline and conditions such as Alzheimer's. The fruit's natural anti-inflammatory properties also help improve blood flow to the brain, supporting sharper mental function and better concentration. For those who regularly engage in mental work, adding mangosteen to the diet can bring long-term benefits, keeping the brain healthy and the mind alert. It is no surprise that in certain parts of Southeast Asia, mangosteen is even considered the fruit that nourishes intelligence, delicious to the palate and nourishing to a clear mind. From a rare delicacy once reserved for the banquets of royalty, mangosteen has now become a source of pride for many growing regions across Southeast Asia. Yet through every era, it has retained its title as the Queen of Fruits, not only for its beauty and taste, but for the precious health benefits it offers to humankind.